team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Returner decides to fair catch this. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running. An explosive run like this on the ground keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's got his man open downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. With the catch, it's Brown. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll run it to the right side. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Dogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
It's a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. The pass rush closing in. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. Play action here on 1st down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the first quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Now the all-important extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. Guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run the option. Oh, the ball comes loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Auburn. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Here comes the point after attempt. and knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
He's found some room at the 45. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but brings up a 4th down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion sets up a second down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's brought down, but he does have enough in the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. He'll take a deep shot here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Jukes to get past a man. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Running through the tackle. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Okay, it's third down after that run. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Kick is away. Excellent directional punting headed toward the sideline. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it again. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it.
Heads up. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. And the gamble doesn't work. Maybe they should have gone for it on fourth down, let the quarterback throw. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's an option look. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Receiver in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. Pick is up and no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll ride the back again here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding space at the 20. Enough for a first down at the 37.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, the defense got out muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it off from the gun. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to take off here. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Caught quickly. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The offense now operating in empty. Defense not pressing this time. Bringing pressure. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion makes it second and medium. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
Looking to throw yet again. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Lets it go quickly. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They tackle him about the 14.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.